Hey there, true believers. Rain Kisaragi and Marshmallow here with another Let's Unpack Kingdom Death monster. But first, what is Kingdom Death? Kingdom Death is the brainchild of creator Adam Poots and is basically what you would get if you took Gary Gygax, creator of Dungeons and Dragons, the mind behind the art design of the Aliens franchise, H.R. Giger, and the dev team of From Software, the guys who did Dark Souls, set them in a room together and said, "Make me a tabletop game." It is beautifully tragic and gloriously horrific. This is Kingdom Death. Now, a while ago, I said I was going to be doing the 1.5 upgrade pack, and then shipping issues happened, and repacking had to happen, and a kitten happened, and it got delayed. It was supposed to be back in... Oh, she's going somewhere else now. She's bored. That's fine. Bye, Marshmallow. You'll be back, I'm sure. But things happened, and it got pushed back to October. It was supposed to be back in August, but it's here in October. But here it is. You guys cannot see with the horrible glare of the screen. Look, it's a thing. It's got art on the front. And this is it. This is the 1.5 upgrade pack. It's finally here. I'm very excited. I didn't even change into PJs. I'm actually in real person clothes for once. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this, shall we? So I am super psyched for this. I have... how am I going to open this very carefully? That's how. Oh, just please don't cut the box. Not that I need this box. It's all going to go in my core box, but I'd like to not... Perfect. Perfect. It's open now. See, I told you she'd be back. Let's put the knife away while the kitten is around. Yes. There, the knife's away. Knife's away. You going to put the knife? It's closed. There's no blade. You're okay. Okay, she's going to be really into this plastic in a second, so yeah, she's going to be real into this plastic. I was super excited. I was super excited to see that this shipped and that this got here. Marshmallow's excited too because it's a box. She's recently discovered boxes, so this is a box that she can bite and stuff. I'd prefer you didn't though, but it happens. So this is the first wave of rewards from the 1.5 Kickstarter. Basically, it was the third Kickstart from the Kingdom Death team. The first was a mobile app that failed. The second was the core box that just barely squeaked by and was able to be funded. And then this, the 1.5 box, was... They were looking for $100,000, and they got $13.9 million, and are now the third or fourth highest funded Kickstarter project in all of Kickstarter history, which is amazing when you think about the gravity of that situation. But let's go ahead and open this up. I think this is the new boss that's here on the art for the new boss that's here on the cover. I cannot show you. It's embossed in a slightly less dark shade. She is all over the laptop now. Come on, you can't be on the laptop. We're doing stuff. Okay. She can be over there for the time being. So, let's go ahead and open this up then. And hopefully she's going to stay at least relatively chaos-free. Of course, since I say that, there's a cord. We have a new pad of survivor sheets. These are your character sheets. You put your characters on them, and then they get stuff and die. It's great. You need more of these since you'll blow through probably like 100 of them in an average campaign. You need a lot of these sheets to really play the game. So it's great to give you another pad. It's pretty cool. Now we have the updated first day sheet. It's the first day settlement event sheet. This is basically, this takes the story event from the book and slaps it on a card. So she is just going after all of the wires. We're doing things on the internet. You need to cooperate with me. There. Okay. This takes the event from the book and throws it on a card, so it makes it much more concise as to what the hell is going on in this event. That's cool. That's a nice quality of life thing. Then we have the updated settlement location cards, which I'm going to have to try to open the most careful in the world, because I'm going to have to use a knife between cards, which I do not like doing, but it's probably... Come on, just separate just a little bit for me. Perfect. Perfect. It's separated. So let's put the knife away because the kitten is still present in the house. She didn't vanish, she's just off screen right now. And we have the updated locations for all of the things. I'm not going to show you all of them in the sides. That one's a new one, that one's a new one. Everything else is stone noses. The hell is stone? Okay, we'll get to that later, I'm sure. And I don't. The art's updated on them. It's pretty cool. It looks nice. There's bits that are updated, bits that aren't. Nothing too remarkable here. These are the settlement locations. I can show you guys right there. This is the part in your town that actually lets you do stuff like build equipment and armor and all that other happy stuff. They've updated a lot of the backsplashes, it looks like. Like, we didn't have all these fancy little things down there at the bottom. We didn't have all those fancy little silhouettes, but we do now. That's cool. So, neat. That said, there are two new, one really new location and one updated base place. The Lantern Horde. This is the pile of lanterns that your settlement kind of is founded around because it's light in this world of infinite darkness. And it has the special innovation, or special, not innovation, special endeavor. That's it. Where you can do stuff. The shared experience. Somebody survivor with two or more Hunt EXP. Stop with the laptop. I know you're on. Stop. Stop. I'd rather you bite me than get over the laptop. I'd rather you bite me than do that. So, nominate that has two or more Hunt EXP than yourself. They describe the details of their desired death. If you are not deaf, gain a Hunt EXP from their story. Very, very cool. Hunt EXP is basically how you level up. So you can level up for free with this. Well, not for free, but mostly free. That's really, really cool. And it gives some actual purpose to the Lantern Horde, which is great. Normally it just sat there and you kind of looked at it and it was pretty. Now it actually does something, which is really cool. Then we have the Exhausted Lantern Horde, which is the post-game version of your Lantern Horde, because stuff dies as part of plot. You may only level 3+ monsters. All departing survivors must have one gear with the Lantern keyword. Makes sense. The settlement has the final lantern. One survivor must survive with it in their gear grid. Okay, so there's new story events with this. We can investigate stuff. I'm gonna look at this later, but you can make lanterns, which is neat. There were a couple expansions that let you build lanterns, and they had special effects on them. So that's pretty cool that you can just make lanterns. That plays into the new post game, because there's a new final boss monster after the existing final boss monster, and I guess he's a little further down the line. This is your settlement sheet. It's really big, and I'm going to detail kind of what this is. There's the name and information at the top. There is your timeline, where events happen because the game goes by in years. Down there is your innovations. That's your science tech. And there's your math. There's locations that you build, and so on and so on. This is just another pad of the sheet that we already have with the game. It's updated a little bit because it has those settlement event card markers, the little black markers. So that's cool. It's a new updated pad. You're going to use one of these every time that you play a game, but now there's a whole pad of more. So you are encouraged to die even more, which is great. I like that. Now, this is one of the big things that I was looking forward to. This is the improved hunt board. This is huge, and you guys can very clearly see this. It's an actual board material. The original one was just a floppity piece of paper. This is actual board. So this is cool. This is very, very cool. I like this a lot. Very excited about this. It's a real board. Very, very cool. I like that. Now we have another bit of pieces. These are just little miscellaneous tokens. Our Endeavor tokens. That's the stuff that lets you do stuff back in town. We have a new reroll marker. We have a actual cardboard piece for the settlement phase reminder. We have a real priority target token thing instead of a little wheel. It's an actual piece that you can see, just updated little bits. Neat. I'm not going to say no to that. Then we have the next really cool thing. It is the hardcover rule book for the game. It's huge and it's encased in plastic. That's the Watcher, if you guys can see that. That's the Watcher's art, the first final boss. I know there's some updated events in here, but I don't want to dig through this whole book now on camera because I'm going to do that later. So this is cool. I like this. It's hardcover. It's nice. It's sturdy. It was just a floppity thing before, like a floppy paperback book. So this is a nice, solid, real book. And that's very, very nice. I like that a lot. There's new D10. It's red or orange or pink or something. Okay, I guess we need another D10. Why not? And now we have the spruce for the new boss, the Gold Smoke Knight. He is a 50 base. He has a hammer that's really, really big looking, and we have another survivor, it looks like. Oh, old man survivor, I guess. And then there's a little girl survivor too. So we have two new survivors, an old guy and a little girl, and then the Gold Smoke Knight. It's a spruce. Looks pretty easy to put together. Not upset about that at all. Need to shift a little bit because my back is bugging me. Sorry for that bit of professionalism there. Packets of silica gel, always helpful. And we have the brick of new gear cards. Alright, let's crack these open, shall we? Can I get this without an... I can't get this without a knife. Okay. Go ahead and cut this open. Was that enough? No. No, it wasn't. Alright. There we go. Is that better? That's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, cool. Let's see. We have the... Well, let's just look at the new stuff, because this is a lot of, like, just reprints of things, which is cool, because, you never had enough gear to do anything, unfortunately. Marshmallow's clicked my... She's discovered boxes, you see. We have the Final Lantern card, which is vital. On arrival, all survivors gain the Horripulation Survivor status card. See Watcher's AI deck. Okay. When insane, flip this card to the other Final Lantern. It's black now. On arrival, if non-insane, flip the... Okay. Okay, that just kind of does nothing. The Catgut Bow gets an ability where you can... I should just show it. The Catgut Bow, it was a core bow, the best bow in the core book, and now it has the ability to reduce the speed of the weapon, so it attacks just once, and you gain 2 accuracy. That's a quality of life thing, because the other Catgut Bow, you didn't have that option, so you have that option now. We have the Oxidized gear, which I'm just going to flick over really quickly. May not even show you guys, to be honest. I might, though. Up in the side. It's metal. It's fine. Nothing super awesome about it. Seems fine, I suppose. So, there's that. That's cool. Yeah. Nothing super interesting about the gear. It's all reprinted stuff from the core. I'll have pictures of stuff in the side. It's just updated, reprinted gear. Nothing super great. It made the Antelope stuff, got reprinted, but nah. Antelope sucks. Everybody knows that. Then we have new dividers for everything. Ooh, pretty dividers too. It has the character as the art on the side now. That's very, very cool. These are way better dividers. And since mine are getting all crushed, it's about time that I get, proper dividers. And then we have the stuff for the We have the 2 decks of cards for the Gold Smoke Knight. So let's take a look first at his combat deck, which I'm going to have to cut. Is that enough? That was enough. Very cool. Let's see. I'm just gonna flick through these. I'll show you the interesting ones. Oh, that's a Kingsman card. So that's an updated version of the. Actually, let's look at the updated coup de grace card. It's Grizzly, but when no knockdown survivors are in play, discard it, and for a basic action, that actually clears up the rule about how to handle coup de grace if no one could be coup de grace. And full move for the target. They suffer 1 severe head injury with a -5. It was always -5. That's right. It was almost -5. Basically, this card is voted most likely to get you killed by the Kingsman monster because he just cuts your head off. Just goes up and just decapitates you. It's really, really nasty. Oh, there it is. This is the new Horripulation card that was referenced by the Watcher stuff. The final entrance frenetic light causes bilious anxiety while its energy brightens your lantern. The hairs on your body bristle. Once per round, if you have the death die, you may use one of the summon's pulse discoveries. Okay. To add an attack roll to an attack, add D10 movement to a move action, D10 strength. You stand when you have it. You can't get knocked down. Neat. Gain 1d10 times 2 survival. Ignore permanent injuries and impairments. You die at the end of the round. That's not very good. But I can see how that would be useful up to the last one. After that, it's kind of not. And we have new lion claws. We have new innovations. All this would make a lot more sense to you guys if I unpacked the original box, but I don't have that, so I can't. Wait, is his deck only like 5 cards? His deck is only like 5-6 cards. The hell? Gold Smoke Knight. Unless that's just more cards later, which might be the case. We have our innovations. There are new innovations. We've changed a lot of them. Oh, the whole deck apparently. Oh, and there's the whole deck of innovation cards has been changed, which is neat. I'm not gonna go over all of them. Let's just pick one at random. This one, pottery. Perfect, pottery. Survival limit goes up by 1, and you can spend an endeavor to ferment to spend an organ resource to gain love juice. Love juice is what allows you to guarantee to have intimacy. It's an event that happens in the game where you can have kids. Very important to get your population up so you can actually play the game. Or you can ret you pay an herb resource and gain a hide resource. That's handy. I don't know how common herb resources are, but I'm not going to say no to an option that lets you get other stuff. So that's cool. And there was a new one here that I see. Destiny. Let's see what this is all about. Survival limit +1. The future is unavoidable. All survivors gain the endure survival action. You may spend 7 survival minus your luck to ignore a severe injury. Very cool. Very, very cool. That's a solid thing. I'm sure that's like end game to prevent the Gold Smoke Knight and the Kingsman from just destroying your soul, but that's pretty cool. Then we have another that. That's another. This is a hit location for the Butcher. That's an updated one. Okay, this is the hit location deck for the new guy, the Gold Smoke Knight. This is his hit location deck. He has a lot of counters. It looks like Fuming, Maul, Fuming. He has 4 counter cards, which are First Strike. If you surge to make this attack, your rush kicks up a blinding cloud of embers. Untouched monster strikes back. Perform a basic attack against the target. Otherwise, make a wound attempts normal. Okay, so you just can't surge to hit him. He punishes you for that, which is fine. Then we have King's Maul. Is there a Death Blow card? Or is there a... I mean, there is a trap card. Yes. The Ashen Armageddon, the trap card. A sudden vacuum sucks the soot-filled air into the monster's armor. All survivors suffer knockback 5 toward the monster. Then attack all adjacent survivors. Speed 5, that's insane. 2+ accuracy, pretty common, and 5 damage. That's very strong. This is a very, very rough counter. There's only like one other one that's really this bad, and it's the Watcher, which he has 2 traps, and if you draw both of them in the same attack, you die. So this is a rough little card to mess with. I think his deck is only like 5 cards though. That's actually kind of upsetting if he only has like 5 cards. But then again, there's another deck of cards for me to look through, so who knows? He might have more in here. Just open this real quick. If I'm kind of flying through this a little quickly, I apologize. There's a lot of, oh, if you have the core game, this card means something now. And I would be here for 3 hours going through every card of the core box. So let's not make this a 7-hour video. We have new secret fighting arts, synchronized strike, which is new. I'm not going to show you that one. Let's see. Which one can I show you? We have the Scholar of Death, the Bone Whisperer, the Grace of Dormenteus, the Beast of Caratosis, and Lucerne's Lantern. Okay, I think those last 3 are for survivors. I should Secret Fighting Arts, and then the fronts are there. Let's do this green one. That'll work. I like this green one. You may concentrate if you do perform Grace of Dormenteus at the start of your next act, and that is you reach into the dream, remove a twisted green crown. The crown explodes. The glistening rain of shards coats the survivor. All survivors gain armor to all hit locations equal to your green affinities. They may remove up to the same number of tokens. Then gain 600 XP. If you still exist, gain the priority target token. Okay, so that's how they're handling survivors, saviors rather, this time around. Saviors used to be, they were just really strong and had permanent buffs on them and were really, really strong. Now they're giving you special fighting arts to do that instead. That kind of gimps you by using them, but you can use them. That's fine. I was interested how they would rebalance saviors, because that's something they were trying to do. Then we have new strange resources. The Lantern Tube and the Cocoon Membrane. It's weird. New hunt events for the Antelope. Sorry, my back's killing me right now. Let me lean back for a second. New events for the Antelope, never gonna be a miss. The Antelope fight sucked, so the fact that we're making it hopefully suck less is pretty great. Let's see if we continue that trend. New hit locations for the Antelope. Restless Tiny Hands, oh god, and the Palette. Alright. There's a improved Club Mastery card. When you attack with a club, if the wound attempt is greater than or equal to twice the monster's toughness, you put an extra wound. That's neat. That is very, very neat. So, very, very cool. Clubs are very, very strong. We have updated basic action cards across the board for the White Lion, the Watcher, the Hand, Screaming Antelope, Phoenix, Kingsman, Gold Smoke Knight, and the Butcher. Okay, apparently he does have like 1,000,000 cards too, so I guess, yeah, I guess, I'll actually show you one. This is the Gold Smoke Knight's card. And his instinct is called All Is Ash. Place the monster in the center of the showdown board. All survivors suffer bash, bleed 1, knockback 8 toward the monster. So he just pulls everybody in. If he can't go and beat you up, he's gonna pull everybody in. That's really mean. It's a good action though. It's real mean though. Then we have the updated armor set cards for the Lantern Armor and the Screaming Armor. Screaming Armor, I know that got a little better because the Anthill sucked. And then the Lantern Armor is pretty great. You feel invincible on arrival, gain survival up to the limit. So you can now just spend survival willy-nilly during the hunt. That's real good. I like that. A new disorder card. This one. I have a Marshmallow again. Hi, Marshmallow. For the binge eating. Eating is the only thing that helps you escape your miserable life. You cannot depart unless you have consumable gear in your grid. You must consume it if a choice to consume arise. Okay, so you just have to eat stuff. Then we have Indomitable, which is a monster trait. It's just a generic monster trait. That's unique. We usually these tie to a monster. This is just in general. Whenever the monster attacks or is attacked, it stands at the end of that attack. Monster will not stand if a survivor is attacking a minion or another monster. If the survivor attacks another survivor's attack, the monster will stand at the end of the new attack. Okay, so basically it's to keep you from cheesing monsters and keeping them knocked down for forever and ever. You have to actually... Are you eating my settlement pads? She was eating the settlement pads. Thanks, Marshmallow. We have updated regular fighting arts. Let's see. The Clutch Fighter no longer allows you... no. I'm remembering this one wrong. When you have 3 more bleed tokens, gain +1 strength and +1 accuracy. I thought it was like speed or something before. But that's cool. Clutch Fighter's still good. It's not great. You don't want to have to be in that, but it happens. We have new terrain cards. Well, a re-update of terrain cards. The Debris. And it just, you get new stuff. That's cool. It's kind of what it does now, but you get stuff. Then we have the Butcher and the Infinite Kick. See, this is funny, because the Butcher has a card in his deck. I'll hold this up. There it is. The Butcher had a card in his deck called Kick, and after you kicked, he would draw an AI card, and if you had another kick, he would kick and he would draw another card, and if it were kick, he would kick and draw it. So it was an infinite kick, and it was hilarious. So this is just making fun of that by just making it a card, the Infinite Kick. Or just regular Kick, which no longer... Oh, okay, cool. Kick no longer forces you to draw another card at the end. They just get attacked normally afterward. Okay, that's a balance thing. That's good. That's good. And Invincible got updated. The Butcher's trait Invincible. On an 8+, the wound fails instead of a 5. It used to be a 6+. That's an 8+. That's dumb. Butcher's a lot stronger now. He's a lot scarier all of a sudden. Fast target being each monster's turn to shuffle the deck. Okay. Then we have more trait cards and stuff for the Gold Smoke Knight. Let's take he has a lot more cards. Yeah, he has 1 million more cards. Okay, these are the ones that I was interested in. These ones here, these black marked ones. Because we have Crashing Blow. The Goldsmith leaps into the air and swirls of clouds of ash. Place the monster adjacent to a random survivor on top of as many of his few survivors as possible. Because he just crashes down on someone's face. Then Ashen Blow uses Dark Blacken, and Blacken is this guy. Another new card for him. He raises his Maul, Smash, and Ash zone. In the Smash zone, the pink zone, you take 3 hits for 5 damage each, and in the Ash zone, they suffer 1 hit for 5 damage. Then in the Smash zone and Ash zone, are knocked away 6, knock back 6 from the monster. So basically just pounds the ground and everybody gets flung everywhere. It's very, very powerful. Then he has the trait Mauler, which says perform Blacken at the end of his turn. That's very frustrating. Okay, then that's what this is. Frustration, another one of his traits. Some AI cards have the following icon, that. If the AI card has done no damage when you reach this icon, discard that card and perform the following action. So he continues to beat you up if he didn't beat you up enough. That's about what I'd expect from this guy. Secondary Forge is an interesting trait. Let's take a look at that real quick. At the start of the showdown, give this to a survivor with the Thunder Maul rare gear. If there's no survivor, archive the card. Okay. You may challenge the monster's weapon with your own. If you would perform Blacken and you are in the Smash Zone, you may Hammer and Nail. Okay, Hammer and Nail is an event from the book. I may have to open that up to see what that is. And a lot of other cards, just normal. He hits you, it hurts cards. So that's that. Okay, so that was his AI deck. He is a very strong monster, but he's also the final boss. So I'm not surprised by this. Let's actually open up the book now, because I want to see what these events are. These new events. Oh, and it's got bookmarks. It's got little bookmarks. Cool, I like that. Nice touch. And Marshmallow heard bookmarks, so now she's running in to say hi to the bookmarks. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's a table of contents now. That's cool. Let's see what this Hammer and Nail is all about. Smoke Knight, Hammer and Nail. You pour all of your might into resisting the unstoppable strike. Your fingernails peel backwards, and hair grows downwards back into your scalp. Ooh. You can bend or break. You roll a d10, on a 1 through 4, you cannot withstand the immense pressure. You are driven into the ground. You suffer the dismembered leg severe injury, and you break your Thunder Maul weapon. On a 5 to an 8, you collide and suffer the broken arm injury, but you cancel the Blacken attack. And on a 9 or a 10, you search within your strength, falling deeper and deeper into your subconscious. You see yourself from the inside, watching bloody machinery slow to a crawl as time drags. Electricity crackles from your brain, supercharging your heart. Muscles bulge with lightning speed as your swing generates a sonic boom. Everything shatters. Suffer the frenzy brain trauma 4 times, which means you're going to gain +4 strength and +4 speed. Destroy all armor at all locations. That's bad. Gain the immortal disorder, which I think if you're insane you can't die. Cancel the monster's blackout action. Okay, so you basically smash your hammer against his hammer and see whose hammer is best hammer. Cool. There's a lot of stuff here. I kind of blew through a lot of it. But a lot of it's just I would need to have the cards on hand to compare and contrast between the old version and the new version, but this all looks really cool. I'm interested to see what the Gold Smoke Knight looks like when you fight him. He looks like he's going to be balls hard, but that's part of the fun. Dying is part of the fun in Kingdom Death. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is... We don't need to see that. Rain's fat, get over it. This is the first of many unpacks. This is the last one that I can do right now, but later on, when my Wave 2 shipment comes, I will be getting probably about 9 different monsters, maybe like between 7 and 9 new monsters. So I will have a lot to unpack, and I'm going to do all of them. So I hope you guys aren't tired of Kingdom Death yet, because there's a lot more to do. So I hope you guys had fun with this. If there's anything that you guys want to see more in depth, I can make a follow-up video of this if you guys are interested. In comparing and contrasting all of the cards, or just parts of the cards, or better explaining the stuff from the core box, or whatever, because there's a lot of cards. There is just a billion cards in this game, and in this box alone, and then in this game forever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and there will be more unpacking in the future as Marshmallow plays with plastic that I'm gonna go take once this video's over. But I hope you guys had fun with this, and I will see you next time with something else. So till then. Okay? Out.